Welcome to Matt Bajerski YouTube channel. Do you want to see my top? Yes, yeah. Hey. Okay, so the last video I made, I mentioned that I was going to talk about some rings, some beautiful rings actually. So let me try and get these. I don't have that many rings on my website, but I decided to invest in some rings. So some of the rings that I've got here, I'll just show you them. If you can see carefully, they move in and out. They squeeze in and out because they're kind of like a universal size. So you can squeeze them tighter or stretch them. And I bought quite a lot like that, to be honest, because it gives like four ways, both ways actually. Where are you? Now that I need you, where are you? Come on. Nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. Okay, so I don't know what my ring sizer is. It's here somewhere, but it's disappeared. So basically the ring size, if it's like say 8, it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So it's kind of like, it's quite incredible really. So hopefully this is going to be a really, really good. Yeah, brilliant, definitely. Okay, so we're going to talk about rings. When I first started as a healer, I had a few rings that I used to wear, sometimes one on each finger, sometimes two on here, two on here. So like I'd have, I think I had 4. Now, if I'm right, there were this, yes, tiger's eye. There were this. Moony stone, eh? Oh, what else did I have? Because I went through so many rings at one point. They were the main two. Oh, lapis lazuli. I had a tanzanite as well. And I had a Moldavite. So I had a few, but I ended up giving them away to people. Anyway, how did I work with the rings? So that's what you're watching this for, because that'll be the title. How to work with rings, crystal rings. So as soon as this opens, let's open it up to my size. So there you go, it's opened up to my size. So mine was more of this shape, but this is a nice one to work with, and oh, that nice. Go on, stop it. Can't talk about these things now. I'm not getting what my boyfriend is. Oh, the walk club is gonna kill me now. Oh, where is George Carlin? You should have been born in 1967, my friend. That's why you're turning in your grave, because you wish you was here now, because oh my God, the amount of amazing juicy, what's the word I'm looking for? What I mean is that this guy could tear everything apart right now. So wouldn't that be great? Anyway, so look at the ring. Great. How do you work with this ring? Well, first of all, like any crystal, if you figure out what crystal is good for, like this tiger's eye is normally a reference to its power, its great energy, and the way it helps you navigate through life. It brings in the great power of seeing things and feeling things, but it's also a power crystal. So it brings good energy, it gives you strength, it makes you into like a lion, it turns you into a warrior. It's a pretty powerful crystal, okay? So that in itself, how would you work on the crystal? Okay, so this is how I used to work on the crystal. Okay, so I'm doing a healing session, my client's lying down, I have my ring on, or rings on, I turn it this way. Okay, so now we've got the energy going into your client. So you can imagine you're going across here. You've got the great energy from them with the energy of what's moving through your hand, through the universe. So you've got your pure energy healing coming through. You're working with this crystal, so at the same time, it's receiving great memory in there, that when you give the healing, it goes into there. It's just perfect. And then you can move around the body and use it as an indicator, as a way of just feeling where you need to be. Sometimes when you have a crystal in your hand, it gives you a little bit more of a different sensation. It comes back to you in different frequencies. So it's not like, okay, I just need to be here. It'll give you also added information, because the crystal combined with the energy that you're working with will give you extra info. So it's like you're working with two forms of healing. You've got the crystal healing working its magic, and then you've got the universal energy, and all of this is giving off this vibration that you are attuning to and you're understanding. So again, working with this crystal is great. Now, I think we should talk about mainly how, instead of me talking to you as if you're a healer, let me talk to you, and you're about to do a healing session on somebody. Let's talk to you as if you're just you and me, just normal folk. What do we do with this crystal when we self-heal? Because we can self-heal so easily with these crystals. So I'm going to take this one, just widen it a little bit, put it on this finger. So I have now got two crystals, one which is a moonstone, beautiful, and one which is a tiger's eye. So I can scan the body very easily, as I've shown you many times. You scan the body and feel, go slowly. I'm only just giving you an idea of how you work. Scan the body all the way down, all the way up to the back. It's hard to get right to your back, but you can if you scan, but don't pressure yourself in any way, okay? Because if you think about it, that the energy goes straight through anyway. It can go through metal, it can go through solid lead. So if you're just moving your hands down like this, you'll feel the back, and if there's any issues to the back, and you can work on the front to get to the back, so that isn't a problem. I used to do that many times with people who came to me who were pregnant. I always used to turn them on the back and work on their back to be able to heal the front and strengthen the front and heal baby and make baby strong. So, brilliant, eh? So where do you want to start? So let's say you've got a headache, okay? You've got a lot of problems, you've got a lot of issues. Normally when you've got a headache, it's because of stress, tension, or some crap you've eaten, but mainly the tension, the stress, and the worry and the fear, okay? So it's easy to just rest your elbows here. So your head is slanted down, and you've got your two beautiful crystals on the temples, and you massage slowly. You're not looking for anything, you're just feeling and see what starts to happen. Normally what happens is, I can tell you this is a fact, it was a common thing, that something started hurting at the top of the head. It could be pretty much to the left, depending on if your headache's to the left or the right, sometimes to the back of the neck, and sometimes to the lower back. So you just gently, you're not pushing, you're just gently moving, just gently, or you simply sit it there and just wait. For some reason, I just like to just give it, just for the first few minutes, just to kind of massage gently. And the physical as well is nice, because you're kind of opening and releasing the physical. So it's, for me, it's a nice movement. And then when I've finished, I'll just stop there. And I'll wait there till I feel the crack of the energy opening up here. So you've got your physical skull, and then you've got your spiritual skull, and it's trapping all that negative energy of your worries and fears that are constant. So this is actually breaking that down. Now it makes sense if you're using this, and it makes sense if you're using this, but you could also try different crystals. But these two are perfect because we're bringing in strength, we're clearing and breaking through, and we're getting the clarity at the end of it, which is the moonstone. Gives great clarity. So both of them do actually. So it's perfect. So this bit, in fact, I can actually feel something as my hand is here. It's cracking here myself. So there is a little tension in my head, and we all have it, and sometimes we don't even realize we carry it. So it's good to do. So from there, when you feel that cracking and that's gone, you'll move to the front, and then you'll come down and go across like this until you feel you need to stop. So if you get a pain, a sudden pain somewhere on the forehead, move the crystal to where that pain is as well, and just massage it there, and then go back again and then move. So it's a slight movement, not pushing and not putting any pressure on, okay? And then when you've done that, you'll feel this, you'll feel the tension in your temples break as well. So when you're doing there, you'll find that this will break out as well. If you want to open your third eye and you want to see more, then it makes sense that, again, if you've got your hand on here and you're down here and you're doing this, and you've got this crystal here, then this crystal is working through the elbow, coming straight up to that crystal. So you've still got both crystals working together. So you can massage gently, just for a short while, and then rest and just hold it there and see what happens. And allow, it might take 5 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, but have the music on and just allow that energy to be there, okay? That's another wonderful thing. So you're going through the body. You can go to the ears, because if you want to hear more, you go to the ears. If you want to be more caring, more loving, if you want to be more sensitive, ears are a good place to work. So again, find a comfortable position, work on the ears, okay? You might find your ears pop, you might, all sorts kind of weird things happen, but you get good balance afterwards. So another one is go down. This is one that most people don't talk about in the spiritual world, but I have, I believe there's a PowerPoint. Do you know where the belly button is? If you get a crystal and put it where the belly button is and just hold it there, you'll find there's an opening or a release of past trauma, worry and fear. And that's always connected to the umbilical cord. Why? Because you've been so connected to your mum that now it's been cut. There's kind of trauma involved. So you're healing past trauma, and most of the trauma sits in the stomach, and there's a reason for that. So a nice healing crystal on the belly button is a great place. Again, so if your hand's here, it's perfect because my belly button's there, here, and just hold it there. You can take the other hand, hold it there, then you've got two crystals working in the same way. Fantastic, fantastic. Do that for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then move down and go to your knees. This is a great place to work. Knees are power points, and they're fantastic for healing. So you just place your hands on your knees and just breathe in and out and feel the energy. And there's no reason why you can't move your hands just gently around the knees, and then after a while stop and hold them there and just allow the energy to take place. So that's another beautiful place. If you want to release tension of what you see through the day, then go back up to the eyes and put them on the eyes. Whatever you do, don't push into the eyes. Even if it itches or it needs or like scratching or pushing, don't push in. Just gently lay the crystals on the eyes like this. It's amazing what you see. I used to see some amazing, I tell you, fabulous Tanzanite, Malacola, Malachite, powerful stuff, citrine, amethyst. Just try different ones and see where it takes you. It's all about trial and error and testing and see what. It's just great. It's just great. The other one is if you take your foot, take your shoes and socks off, and then place your hand underneath and you can start with the ball of your foot and then work right the way to your toes and go back and forth, and just stop at a point where you feel you might start to jerk or feel twitches. That's because there's some very great powerful energy that's connected to the physical, all along the physical, and yeah, it's just phenomenal. So the bottom of the foot, you can work that way and then switch and then work this way, okay? The other thing that I used to do as well is I used to take that one and put it on the knee at the same time as one here. So you've got the energy through the knee and then the energy through the ball of your foot, the sole of your foot. That's another great thing. Lastly, if you're getting a lot of issues with workload, if people are saying nasty, crappy things about you, take these, go to your back and gently massage your back at both sides. You're trying to hit predominantly where the energy sits, which is normally on the kidneys. And oof, I can feel that now. So that I can feel the base of my spine releasing. That pain was a release. So that's good. That's a good sign. That means I'm going to stay here for a little bit longer. And maybe just move a little bit my hands. Yeah, so here, just on this side, there's a trapped energy and I can feel it still there, but a lot of it just came out all at once. So I'll just be like this, comfortable. If you've got a back rest, then you can push back and you've got support on your hands, so they're not feeling like they're going to fall down because they weigh too much. Lying down is a brilliant way to do it. Lying down on your front and going to the back like this is great. If you struggle to get to your back, there's no reason why you can't go to your front and do the same thing at either side, because it'll penetrate through. So that's another thing. Really amazing. Now, if you want to be more, let's say you want to have more energy coming through, again, the best way to do it is lying down really, but you can do it this way, and that is putting your hands here, one hand or both depending on what crystals you've got, and just put them on. They call this the power point, which is the crown. This is where everything comes in. So this is great healing, it's great power, and you can move if you want. I just like to keep my hands like this. This is what I would do. So when I was having a coffee and when I was out and I'd finished my healing sessions, I'd just sit outside and put my hands on my head like this with my crystals there. Like, so good, eh? It's like there. And then just leave it there and just breathe and just allow the energy. I can feel my head cracking just there now. So you can feel the energy of crystals breaking through the emotional trauma, stress, and that's what we protect ourselves with. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was just a few points. I could have gone on and on, but maybe, 20 minutes is enough. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me take this off. There you go. Beautiful. And I'm going to, there's some beautiful rings here. I've got that's a nice, beautiful piece of amethyst chevron. Labradorite, that's beautiful. Malacola, lapis lazuli, you've seen that already, I think. A bit of hematite, love a bit of hematite, gorgeous. I thought that was citrine, but it isn't. It's golden rutile, beautiful. Malachite, that's a bit of garnet, nice bit of garnet. Aquamarine, nice bit of aquamarine. Nice bit of thyrlite. Ooh, nice piece of amethyst. And tanzanite, nice piece of tanzanite. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. That's chirite. Beautiful. So yeah, I'm going to work on these and start uploading some of these shortly in the next few days. I hope you enjoyed this video all about how to work with rings, crystal rings. I'm sure you have other great ideas, but yeah, by putting them there, it's wonderful. If you put it this way, you can work on your client that way as well, like a healer once did with me many times in ballet. He used to do. It was great. He was wonderful. Turning them this way as well and working on your wrists eases a lot of the tension and stress as well. But you can move all around the body working with that crystal. Jaw, I could have mentioned the jaw, working on the jaw. I could have gone on and on. My throat, I could have gone on, but you get the gist. You know how to work with it now. Give it a try. It's a nice trial and error. Keep doing it, and you'll be surprised how amazing after 10 or 15 minutes of working with a couple of crystals like that on you and just using it as a method of self-healing. It's powerful, guys. It's powerful. Crystals are amazing. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for going to markbajerski.com and buying your authentic crystals, incense and oils. I really hope you appreciate them as much as I've loved working with them. I hope you feel the energy from them. Take care. Have a great day. Bye for now.